Okay, so in this video, I'm going to walk us through how to move an assessment from one Blackboard page to another. So for example, let's assume that you've just built a quiz or a test in one Blackboard page, but that you have multiple sections of the same course, and so you want to move that exam from that Blackboard page, from the original Blackboard page into another. What you unfortunately can't do is just kind of copy and move it over the way we did with moving, say, a content folder. You instead have to actually export the exam and move it over as an import. So for example, what you can't unfortunately do is just copy or move it. What you instead have to do is export it. So we're in the Blackboard page that I already showed how to build files and folders and stuff like that. And I even did that second video where I showed us how to build our short little test here, test 1. So if I come here to the course tools area and go down to the tests, surveys, and pools, then I click on tests, which brings us into the test canvas area where last time we learned how to build a test. But this time what we want to do is we want to take the little test that I showed you how to build last time, and I can show you that it has just those 2 questions that we showed how to build in the previous video. And what we're going to do this time is instead of editing that test or deploying it, we're going to export it. That'll allow us to move it into a different Blackboard page in a little bit. So I click the little drop-down menu next to the test that I want to move, and I click Export to Local Computer. When I do so on my computer, it automatically just downloaded it. And when I click the little thing here, it shows me kind of where that test now is. It's on my PC in a folder called Downloads, and I can show you that the folder of files that are needed to be moved shows the course reference number that I'm taking it out of, and it even shows the name of the little exam that I built in the test canvas called Test 1. So in a moment when we go to import, this is the file we're looking for. Okay. So let's assume that we now go back to Blackboard and I go to my other Blackboard page that I want to insert or import the test into, and I'm going to go ahead and use our biology department page that we've been accessing files and where I've been posting the other videos. So I'm going to import it into this page. So what I now do is I go to the same link over here, Course Tools, and again scroll down to the area where we see the link for tests. We again click on the tests. And this time, instead of building a test, I'm going to import a test. So once I click on Import Test, I now have to browse my computer for the files I just saved a moment ago. So what I have to do is I have to find that I'm on my PC, I'm in my downloads, as it shows here, and sure enough, there is the test 1 with the course reference number that I'm taking it from, so I highlight that, and click that, and submit it as the file that I want to import. Once it clicks through and is submitted, we've successfully imported the test. And now if I go back to the test canvas area, we'll notice that there should be exam 1 or test 1 ready to go. And sure enough, if I open it up, it should have those same couple of questions that we built into it in the first place. Okay, now that it's been imported into the new Blackboard shell, it's possible to deploy it. What you have to realize is if you already deployed or made available the test in the earlier Blackboard page, none of that carries over to this new one. You've only imported the test content itself. So like we did last time, you actually have to deploy the test by going into the assessments area, choosing the test you want to deploy or make available to your students, and like you've always done, like set up all the parameters. Is it going to have a time limit, a due date, etc.? Because now that you've imported the test into the new Blackboard page, you have to go through those steps of making it available and deploying it, as none of that carried over from the other Blackboard page. All right, but simply enough, that's how you export and import an assessment.